for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. Stop playing with me, man. It's your boys, Coke Squeeze, all access international of the Rize podcast, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Peace. How y'all doing, man? Happy hump day. That's what day it is. I hope y'all had a blessed, safe, prosperous day. We halfway to the weekend. So, man, I'm just glad that God bless me to live to see another day. And been back working out real heavy, just trying to keep pushing, man. So like I can understand what those athletes go through when you just trying to work out and take care of yourself, you know. It's a job, man. It's a job, man. And then you got a lot of other stuff going on and stuff like that. So when they say hard work, dedication, watching what you put in your body, and it's tough. It's not easy. I think us as boxing or any type of sport, a fan of the sport, I think we look past the sometimes what people really go through. They human, you know, and it's setbacks and it's just so much. But at the end of the day, we know it's your job. And if you train hard and put the work in, whatever you do, you're going to get the results. All right, y'all, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know mine is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.norshlipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Check out his art and his merch. And shout out to www.miakillerb.com. Go over to Mia page. Check out her merch. And R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. May they rest in peace. Oh, man. Shout out to Richie Baby for the fried intro. Richie Threads. Bad Girls Promotions featuring Miss Olivia Pope. EOE, Education Over Everything. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News. AO clothing line, Pro Soul boxing gear and clothing line, Under Armour, 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Coach Calvin and Kenny Wade. Get your Surrey's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. And don't forget to go on to the risepodcast.com and get your merch. Get them Smoothie King shirts, man. We got them Smoothie King shirts. Pick them up for the summer. Man, shout out the Stretched Out Boxing for the 5 hats. Miss Mona, if you out there, sending my prayers to Miss Mona and Carlisle Coolit. Sending my prayers out to y'all. Hope that y'all families are safe. And prayers go out to the family of the hurricanes and stuff in Kansas. And I think it was at Alabama or something like that. Well, my prayers go out to the people who lost their lives and the families that were affected by it. My prayers go out to them, man. I couldn't even only imagine, man. So we keep them in prayer and y'all prayers. Gotta put that beet juice in me. That beet juice good for you. So the night for dinner, I had banana and beet juice and watermelon. And last but not least, the official gear of boxing, all the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. 1, 2, come on, y'all. Come on, let's do it together. 3, box, raw. How y'all doing tonight, man? Tonight we're gonna have a special guest on the show, Freeway, Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, and boxer Raleek Born. Talk the future with Rick Ross, goals and future with boxing. Okay. Yeah. Let me go over here to the chat. I drive old cars. What it do? You say this better than Keyshawn's, Coach Squeeze. Tim Layton, JBT. What it do, family? Daryl Hopkins. Jarrell Davis. Tawu Atwa Kabutu. What's up, man? Musa. Stretch Out Boxing. What it do, champ? Stretched Out Boxing in the house. What it do? How you feeling, good brother? Big No Gaming. Millen Films. Alan Johnson. Gentoo Master. Melody Queen 27. Best moderator in the game. Big Ray. Fun. Alan Johnson. Fam. Musa. Box One. Alan Johnson. Johnny Spears. Halim. Bars Dog. Mike Rim. Fruits. How many cups of beet juice? That was only one. I gotta go get some more fruits. That was one. I had a banana, beet juice, and watermelon. That's dinner. Definitely don't want to throw no dirt over your routine and eat. You're not eating right. Diet. I mean, not diet, but people say that word loosely. But just putting the right stuff in your body when you training and trying to get results. When you trying to get the results you want. So you definitely gotta put the right fuels in your body, man. You gotta through your body. So we gonna do that and just work hard, man. Be disciplined, and you'll get the results that you need, man. But you definitely gotta do the right thing. Who else we got in here? Lewis 4500. What it do? What it do, champ? What it do? Yeah. So man, hope y'all had a blessed day. I'm waiting for them to come in the chat. I'm waiting for Rick Ross to come in and Raleek Bourne. So while we waiting, let me chop it up with my family in the chat. Brian King B. Falcon. Salute. Yeah, we get ready to get these fights, man. Everybody been asking for the Rolly and the Rolly Romero technique. What it do? I drive old cars. What's up, Squeeze? Got the GOAT Rick Ross coming through. Yeah. I'm waiting for them to tap in now, so you know what I mean. We could get the party started. But we got these fights coming up. Devin making his awaited return to the ring, fighting Ramirez. Burning a lot of bridges along the way. So it's crazy, man. His father doing that to him. Yeah, Johnny Spears. What we got going on this weekend? Ralph 707. Squeeze, we need James Prince on the show next, man. I know, man. I don't know, man. That like with Devin, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, I can't put my finger on that. I can't put my finger on Devin, man. I can't read his body English. I don't know his mental at. You know, I don't know, man. He walking on the thin line with promoters, and father just made it bad for him. He made it bad for him, yo. Instead of fighting your way through that situation, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I know one thing, that it knocked his stock down and his markability. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm watching a few clips of Raleek now. He looked like he long, slick, he tall, long for the division, quick hands, got a nice right hand, left hook. Okay, stoppage first round. You could have let him got a little more hands put on him, ref. Yeah. I ain't sure, Johnny, but I think we got some fights coming up. I drive old cars. Jigger already too big for 147. Loma was right. Dudes are heavyweight. All right, y'all. We got the myth, the legend, a role model in his own right, an activist, for his community, for his people, a living legend, known all over as one of the greatest promoters in the game right now, and still on the rise, a scholar, a gentleman. And what they say, and I hear him say this all the time, and I had to get corrected too. The real Freeway, Rick Ross in the building.
What up? What up? What up?
Welcome to the Rize podcast, good brother.
Man, glad to be here. Glad to be here, man.
Before I start, I just want you to know, man, how good God is, man, and Allah, man, because to have you on here for you to even think about us in the terms to come on here, man, and put us on the map, help put us on the map and help grow this podcast. It's an honor and a privilege, man. I want you to know this is not taken for granted, sir.
Man, if you ain't helping nobody, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you only helping yourself, if you only helping yourself, you ain't shit.
My man. Yeah. Yeah.
I got my man here with me too. Shy Money. Get a. We here. Shy Money getting fitted for one of these $8,000 suits, man. Down here, we in Detroit.
Okay.
We just left Tony Harrison's gym. Got in a little work. Say what's up, Shy?
What's up?
What's up, champ?
Hey,
How
man,
you feeling?
I feel good. Just got done getting some good sparring in.
Okay.
It's coming from North Carolina.
For the people that don't know you out there, champ, plug them.
It's Shy Money. I'm from Goldsboro, North Carolina. I'm 2-0.
Okay. 2-0. What weight class you fighting in?
118 bantamweight.
118. That's that let them hands go. That's the Wild West, man.
Yeah.
That's Clint Eastwood. Leave and Cleave.
Get busy.
What's my boy? The Wild West right there, man. They letting their hands fly in them divisions, champ.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that. Pat. Yeah. They chopping the trees down, baby.
That's how he got down today, man. He was over at Tony's gym. Got some nice little sparring in with one of the youngsters. You know, he gave one of Tony's youngsters a little work today. You know, kid number one in the nation. So we just down.
Yeah. Well, one thing I just want to tell the young brother, and what I tell all the young kids at the gym. And hold on, he'll be jumped back in. He jumped out. Mike got to fix his camera. You there, Freeway? Okay. You hear me?
We here. You know, I'm on my phone though, and this is the hotline, so
got you.
We got fives going all over the place right now, so.
Hey man, I totally understand, man. We gonna work through it though.
Tell them to bear with us.
Yes, sir.
Good intentions. We got good intentions.
My man. And that's the only vibe I'm getting. But I tell all the young people, man, stay grounded. Keep God first. Respect your family. Invest in yourself. And don't let nobody pull you in the wrong direction because you're trying to go in the right direction.
Right.
You deserve everything that you work hard for in life. Because when the stuff hit the fan, everybody calling out names, young man.
Right.
So you don't got to equate yourself with that. Give yourself a chance at life, man, and you could go far. Start when you young. Invest in yourself. We can only take you but so far. But you got to pick it up and keep it moving, man. So, man, I'm just going to say, man, I'm going to look forward to you, man. I'm just checking out Raleek a little bit, Raleek Born a little bit on the highlight reel. He looked for the division. He looked rangy. He long. He lets his hands go. He works behind his jab. He got good feet. He remind me, he's slick a little bit with it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting with the little clip I saw with him very fast. But congratulations to you, man.
I
And
appreciate you.
what they can follow you on.
Official Instagram, official Shy Money, SHY. Make sure you type SHY, Shy.
Well,
Official Shy Money.
my track record in this boxing is real good right now. So, and it's only getting better. Shy Money, Raleek is two of my best picks I never had. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially at this young age.
Yeah.
Anthony Peterson was a great one too. And 39 one disqualification. But these two kids here, they special.
Well, let me bring them in. The other future world champion, 2-0, 2 KOs. I'm going to tell y'all right now, beware of the big bad wolf coming at y'all, bringing that heat. I watched a couple of his clips. Fast, sharp. Y'all already know who he is, man. One of the real Rick Ross hottest prospects in the game. Raleek, born future world champion.
What's good? Thank you for inviting me to the show. I really appreciate it, man.
Man,
Thank you.
this is an honor and a privilege that had y'all two young brothers, man, gracing our podcast, man. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to witness greatness, witness my young brothers. Not only fighting,
you get to follow the journey.
Not only fighting out of the ring, I mean in the ring, but fighting out of the ring. Cause life is a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
right.
Every time we walk out our door, we all in the ring. And it depends on the work we put in is the results you get out. And that's real talk. And I already know I ain't preaching to the choir because I already know who y'all got in y'all corner over there. He already planted the seed. You see what I'm saying? So Raleek, man, how you feel? Congratulations, 2-0. What got you interested in boxing?
Well, my dad and my family, they always been interested in the boxing scene, but I started in a UFC gym for about a week or two, but then after that, I ventured off into boxing because that's what I really like to do. I didn't really like kicking. I didn't really like doing all the other stuff. And then, after that, I just dedicated my whole life to boxing when I was 9 years old and, waking up every day, every morning, just running, doing your road work, after school, right after school, working out. And it's a dedication I put my whole life into, just every day.
Yeah, awesome. So it had to be a switch to say getting in there, getting hit in the face, walking into harm's way voluntarily. What was the click? What age that really clicked that made you say, I like this. I could do this. I could go far with this. Because they gon' Rick Ross and your mother, your father, your family, etc. We can cheer you on, but at the end of the day, when you're in that room by yourself, you're becoming a man. You're coming from a boy to a man. So my question to you is, what made you click to say, I can really do this? Because you got to be able to have that button.
Yeah, I feel like it was always in me since an early age. I mean, I've been doing it for so long. I just been used to it. I mean, I started at 9, so it's just been programmed into me. And, I had 180 around 180 amateur fights, so I got a lot of experience. I've been in the ring with, the top guys. I've been in the ring with anybody you can name in my weight class, and I fought whoever I could, and I wasn't ducking nobody in the amateurs. And then right before I turned pro, I won a national tournament, and then they gave me rank number 2 in the country right before I turned pro. So
Damn. So
yeah,
what I'm hearing is that you laid that mat down on the table, and you not only you laid the mat down, but you followed it right. You're following the road that you need to go Raleek's way, to make your stamp in the sport, to find your niche and show the world what you about. So I tell everybody that become your own self, stay in your own lane. But let me bring in one of the decorated coaches in the game. Man, I can't even count how many champions this guy done coached, how many kids he coached in the gym. And I'm glad you orthodox, Raleek, because he
oh
always
yeah,
said I try to turn everybody southpaw. But y'all know who he is, y'all. The Bible himself, Upton's own, Baltimore own,
Oh,
Coach Kenny in the
okay.
building.
No, you shy. Can you know you?
was good, Kenny.
What's
Remember
up
we
with you?
met at the fights too.
What's
You
going
got your
on?
ears,
What's going
Kenny?
on?
How y'all doing?
We
What's
good.
We
good?
good. We good.
Mm-hmm.
What's cooking?
Mm-hmm.
I was just rapping to him, Shy and Raleek on their starting their careers off and their journey. They say they already met you, coach.
Yeah, I met a few fights back. I seen him at the show, and I met Rick. What? It's been 2 years now, right?
Yeah, yeah, like two, maybe two and some change.
Been reading on your book. I ain't finished it yet, but I got it.
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Let
Yeah,
me
I got two of my young guys on here, man, that I'm trying to groom right now. Both of them 2-0. They both got fights coming up next month. Um,
Where y'all training at?
I'm
I'm
from North
training in New
Carolina.
York.
What weight classes?
118.
I'm 135 to 30.
Hey Rick, let's link up, man, so we can get some work
all right.
Yeah,
All right,
in
we'll
the
set
definitely.
that
future,
up.
in the near future.
Yeah, I'll set that up.
Um,
I'll give you a call next week. We in
that'll
Detroit
work.
right now. We done
That'll work. You got Calvin number 2, right?
Yeah, we down in Detroit. Huh?
You got Coach Calvin number, right?
I got Coach Calvin number two.
Yeah. When you ready, let us know. We got a couple fighters we can link up and get some work with.
Okay, we'll do that in the next couple weeks.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Absolutely. And we all in this together.
Yes, sir.
Ain't many of us brothers up in here doing nothing, so we definitely gotta stick together.
I know that's right. Good brothers,
let
you
me
know.
uh let me ask Mr. Rick this. Um what what piqued your interest to get into boxing? Because I know boxing is a expensive hobby. So what piqued your interest to go down that path uh
Well,
of the sport?
several things kind of interest me, right? One time I was at the I think it was the Sugar Ray and a Marvin Hagler fight, and Don King came up and shook everybody's hand at the table. And when I was sitting in my jail cell, and I asked myself what would have happened that day if I would have told Don King I had 3 million cash and I would have gave it to him to teach me boxing. And I know had I done that, I probably never would have went to jail. Um, Also, I started watching the boxers, how they would make all this money, and then at the end of the career, they would all be broke, you know. And I was like, wow, if they knew how to make their money grow, what I do is I can make money grow. I can take $100 and turn it into $200. So I said, what if they had somebody that could teach them how to make their money grow? Would they be broke? Then the other thing, when Floyd Mayweather picked me up when I got out the halfway house, um, I thought he'd pick me up because he understood who I was, how my brain worked, and that that I could help him make his money grow. But what I found out later on is that he just picked me up just to get at the rapper at the time when they was beefing. So when I told him, I told Floyd something like, "Man, since you don't want to work with me, won't you let me work with Al? Won't you hook me up with Al?" And he made a little comment, uh, "You don't take nobody to the plug." So what I said I'm gonna do is I'm gonna become the plug of boxing as a favor to Floyd Mayweather.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
So
up. That's
so
bar stuff.
it's several reasons why I get out in boxing, and but I'd say this here, Floyd is probably one of the most motivating ways because I want to show him something.
Mm, that's what's up,
It would
man.
be like
That's what's
if I was a boxer and somebody called me out in the ring, I would punish them. I
mm,
would work so hard them weeks up until my fight that they would not believe it. When I got in that ring, I'd be in such great shape. I'd be so sharp. All I did was watch videos of this guy, and I'd have been done studying him like ain't nobody never studied him before. Same thing I'm doing right now with the weed business. You know, the weed business is mine.
yeah,
I'm gonna crush this weed business.
I heard
my
that.
man,
And that's
my
the, you know,
man.
that's the way I roll. You know, we here in Detroit, and I was telling like, oh, I helped open this city up. I'm one of the reasons that Detroit went legal. I was here with the senator that wrote the bill for Detroit, and that's the way I do with everything I do. You know, that's how I know Coach Kenny, Coach Calvin, Bozy. I made a point to meet these guys because I knew these guys was the best guys in the business, and I want to be around the best because I want to learn from the best because I'm gonna be the best.
Mm,
I appreciate you.
dang. All right, y'all. We got all assets that joined the panel. What's going on, champ? You sitting down there? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? How you feeling, Mr. Rick?
I
Shy?
feel good. How you doing, sir?
Raleek? What's going on? I'm good. I'm good. Leak, I told you I was gonna get you on here.
Oh yeah,
I told
appreciate
you I was
that,
gonna get
man.
you on here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Man,
It's a good opportunity.
just keep up the work, keep grinding, man. We was tuning in, looking, checking you out on your fights. You know what I mean? Keep working,
Yeah,
keep grinding, man. Keep you know what I mean? Keep your head down. Just keep working, man.
yeah, definitely, man. I'm grinding for my next fight right now, April in Houston. I'm gonna
April
be
what? You
fighting
gotta
on
drop.
Red Out.
You gotta drop the date. That's what you're here
April
for. Drop
Oh
the
4th.
yeah,
date.
yeah.
April
I'm
4th.
gonna be fighting on Red Out April 4th.
April 4th. Who your opponent?
April 4th. We don't got an opponent right now.
Okay.
Yeah, April 4th
Yeah,
in
they said they're
Houston,
supposed to turn
Texas.
in 2 guys to us. I talked to them today. They said they're supposed to turn in 2 guys to us tomorrow.
Yeah, but
So
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Usually I'm the taller opponent, so I like to stay on the outside, keep my jab, and then rain down the two. Throw any combination I can, get him out of there early. Or I can be smart, technical, strong.
Hey, look.
I
Hey,
ain't hear
look.
nothing about them feet though. That's the most important part. I ain't hear nothing about the feet.
Oh yeah, the feet there too. The feet there, 100%.
How tall are you? About 6'2", 6'3"? I think you like 6'3".
Nah, I'm probably like 6 foot, 6', 6'1", maybe with
You was shoulder
shoes.
to shoulder. You was a little bit taller than I was. I'm 6'2".
Yeah. Oh, you 6'2"?
Yeah.
Okay, I might be up there then. I don't know.
Yeah, you was a little taller than me, it looked like.
Yeah, and I'm fighting at 35 to 30. So
Ooh.
yeah. So I'm usually taller, so I just keep that jab going and then rock him to sleep with the jab and then throw the two.
What can we look for April the 4th?
April the 4th, you can look for me show my skills, show my length, show my skills, and I'm ready to put on a show.
Do we get out of the first round?
I mean, it depends what my opponent show me. I'm not gonna rush nothing, but if I see that he not gonna do nothing, then I'm gonna try to take him out in the first round. But if he's giving me something a little more, then I'm gonna take my time and then pick him apart and then stop him in the later rounds. But it really depends on what my opponent's gonna bring to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see so far. You ain't made it out the first round.
yeah, nah, not
You
yet.
don't get paid for overtime. You in like a bank robbery. You in and out.
Yeah, I'm getting in, getting out of there. And my first fight ended in I think it was 25 seconds, and the second one was 33 seconds, something like that,
God.
32 seconds.
Who would you like to fight in the 35 division or 30?
In the 35 or 30, I
Yeah.
mean anybody that my managers and my team they put me up against, I'm gonna take them on.
I
So
know your team gonna do what they want to do, but who's your three that you want that I gotta see them? Or I want to see them bad. Your three,
are you
130
talk?
or 135.
Yeah. In the future, I would love to see some of the top guys that's coming up. Like I would love to see Tank probably going. We can't say you gotta take him there,
You can have whoever you
but
want. You don't
but
need
yeah, I would
it's your
love to see
list.
Tank. I would love to spar Tank. I would love to fight Tank. I would love to I like
She ain't
Abdullah
on the phone.
Mason. I would like to spar fight him. And Carmel he coming up too. I would like to fight him too. In the future, them can be some big fights like Carmel, Abdullah Mason, both of them coming up, and I feel like I'm gonna be coming up with them in the 30 to 35 division. So in the future, and I feel like that would be a great fight to put on the show.
Oh, you know Abdullah Mason, that's Coach Kenny Man right there. He live and die by Abdullah Mason. I don't
Right
know.
now, right, look, he one of my favorite prospects right now.
Oh yeah. He good.
Yeah.
He nice.
Yeah. I like Abdullah too. They came out to L.A. for a couple weeks, and I took him around to a couple gyms, and he did some dudes dirty up in them gyms. Bloody nose, busted lips. Abdullah don't play.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
Abdullah put it on. And you know, Shy Money sitting right here with me too. You know, he ain't got out the first round either.
Yeah.
So, money. How many fights you got?
I got two.
Two.
Okay.
2 pro fights.
Okay.
118, huh?
Yeah.
You ever
Who you
sparred dimes?
Nah, I ain't sparred down.
Oh, you know,
Hey.
I actually sparred Dons before in New
did?
York. Yeah, he in New York. I sparred Dons before.
How you do?
Yeah, that was good. He tall too. He tall for that weight class. So
That's why I was
it
at. That's
was
why I
it
was
was a
at
real
385.
technical. Yeah, it was a real technical match.
Cause Dom's like 6'3" or 6'2".
That's crazy. How like
Fighting
he
at
118.
118.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, he the tallest. He the tallest in that weight for sure. 100%.
How tall are you, Shy?
5'8".
Yeah, Dom's about. Let me look him up real quick. Dom's about 6'2".
Yeah, Don's
Wow.
a sharp.
Wow, that's you. Yeah, but Shy fight this month too. He fight on the 25th.
April 25th.
Where you fighting at?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Well, damn, they say Dom's only 5'10". I thought he was a little bit taller than that too.
That's 'cause
Nah,
he's
he may
slim.
be a little taller.
Yeah, he's slim. He look tall because he's slim.
I mean, that was something.
Hey, man, I give y'all my blessings, man. No, I wish y'all the best in y'all careers.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to
Appreciate
work
you.
with y'all one day.
For sure. Hey, Rick, before you get off, get my number from Grayling.
I'll do that.
What you want me to do?
I think I already got your number, Coach. But I'll make sure to get it if I don't.
Do this, man. Don't call me in 24 hours.
I'm gonna do that.
Call me tomorrow
I'm gonna
Hold
call
up.
you tomorrow.
so we can set some stuff. We can set some stuff up here.
And I gotta come down there too. You know, Ant been trying to get me to come down there since he got his new apartment. He been, man, come stay with me for a couple of days, man. Let me show you my apartment. So I definitely gotta come down there. I'm gonna come see you, Coach.
It sounds like a plan. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow here.
All right, I got you.
All right, I'm gonna slide out.
I appreciate you too.
Hold up, Coach. Hold up, Coach. You got a super chat. Hold up, Coach. You got a super chat. Squizzy.
Okay.
Coach Kenny, what would be the best advice for Freeway on how to pick a great boxer to manage? Gladiator, no bubble gum, Coach.
Man. Just, go off his gut feeling and keep experienced people around him that can help him, He going in the right direction.
I appreciate it.
Hey, we here, man. Anything you need, anything we can help you with, we already connected now.
Yep. And Coach Calvin done told me already,
Yeah, it's not from here,
Yeah. I felt the love when we met.
Yeah, we just gotta keep honest people around us, man.
And all I do is sit back and analyze this game. I've been analyzing it and I got some pretty good strategies right now on what we can do as a team to neutralize the system in our favor.
Sound like a plan, man.
So definitely, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
For sure. I'll be in the gym. So I get in the gym about 10:30. Anytime after 10, give me a call.
All right, I got you.
Hey,
I
check this out.
appreciate you, Ed.
Kenny, check this out.
What's that?
That's me, you, Calvin. Can you see?
No, I can't see.
Hey,
Oh, damn.
send it to me so I can send it to him.
Yeah,
Oh, that was when you was a kid.
Wow.
Oh, that's fine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's nice
Yes,
right there.
hey, screenshot that and send it to Graylin.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
question. You know what I mean? I don't break no rules. Is it all right for me to get a number over? Both y'all numbers over.
Absolutely.
And look, man, I don't give nobody number out. I don't care what. If I ain't got permission, I don't give nobody number out. I don't care what's going on.
Yes, you can give it, man.
Yeah, I'm asking. You know, I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Hey, that's my cousin. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call that cousin till I get a number out.
Hey, that's that old school. That's that
Yeah.
old school. They ain't giving no number out.
Right. You know what I mean? People be like, oh, I'm gonna give you the number. Shit. Like, you ain't giving me no number. I don't got permission
That's
now.
that old school.
Link us up, man. Link us up.
I got it. I'm ready to send it over, and I'm ready to send
Yo,
both of y'all info.
Yeah, I need the link. I need the link.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna slide out. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow here, Rick.
All right, done deal.
All right, my man. I see y'all.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
coach.
we working on our own app too. We finna come out with our own app. I'm working right now to throw my first fight that I'm gonna be the promoter on. We're gonna probably do it at Compton College in the gym. One of these two will probably be the headliner more than likely. Because I believe that we can sell, 2,000 tickets ourselves. We ain't gotta, I've been in these trenches, for about 5-6 years now. With Kid Austin, with Nafia Charles, with Chris Lovejoy, with Austin Trout, and Cool Boy Steph, and J Rock. So all I've been doing was downloading all the information, from this stuff. Coming up with a plan of how to attack this machine that they got. I didn't think that they was running it correctly. So I'm gonna try to counteract it. I already feel like I really got the upper hand right now because when I go to the nationals, all the kids come up to me and want to take pictures. So anytime you get somebody to talk to you, you can win them over if you're making sense.
Yeah.
And once they see what I've been doing with these two kids, and right now, Raleek, all the kids that came out of on his year, the only one that's probably more famous than him right now is probably Camille. And that's because Camille got a machine behind him.
Yeah.
We doing this independent. We ain't rich. We ain't got no whole lot of money. We doing this thing with just pure brilliance. This is brilliant. What I'm doing right now, people gonna look back and say this shit was pure brilliance. Cause I don't have no money. I ain't rich like them. I ain't taking care. I can't pay your rent. I can't buy you no new car. I can't put your daddy in no house. I can't do none of that. But people can see what I took Kid Austin and got them in a position that I got them in. A lot of people don't know. Shakur Stevenson called me first. I was the first person Shakur's called then when he wanted that fight. I put Shakur on the phone with Kid Austin's dad, me and Nick Gatlin, Nick from Houston.
Dang.
So we put that fight together, but I didn't stand in the middle. I let players get their money. So I just made the connect and stepped to the side.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Let me read this super chat. Come on up here. It's a question for Mr. Rick. Ralph 707, thanks for the color in the chat. Freeway, do you have a James Prince story related to? Oh, damn! Did you take it off?
There you go right there. It's up there.
A James Prince story related to boxing management, and what got you into boxing management?
Say that again. The hotline went off.
Ralph 707 say, Freeway, do you have a James Prince story related to boxing management, and what got you into boxing management?
Well, I kind of told the story earlier with Don King. You know, when Don came up to the table and shook all of our hand, uh, and then the incident with Floyd Mayweather, that situation is kind of reason I got into it. And yeah, you know, I was at the Nationals about 2 years ago, and Troy Isley came up to me, and you know he was having some issues, and I was able to call Jay and asked him if I could work with him and Troy, and you know we worked that out. So that's my Jay Prince story.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. But how you feel? I just wanted to ask you personally how you feel with somebody idolizing or using your name to get fame from when you was originally the real Rick Ross. I mean, how did that make you feel when it first came across your table?
Well, you know, you get mixed emotions about that because you know that this guy really respects you when they name themselves after you. You know, they have the utmost respect for you. You know, if a woman named her son after you, now that would be something special.
Yeah.
You know, you would say, "Damn, she really liked me." But now, if a grown man named himself after you, got to say, "Wow, a man did that." You know, it's different from a woman, but
Yeah.
when a man do it, you know, that's a whole nother level of respect. So I knew that he had respect for me, but I just didn't think that he went by it the proper way.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Did y'all ever come across each other's path, or did y'all ever talk about it?
We talked on the phone a couple times when I was in jail. Um, he was supposed to come and see me so we could really get down to the business. Because in jail, I was known as somebody who does business over the telephone, and you're not allowed to do business over the phone. And what they would do is, if they catch me doing business, they would take my phone for 6 months, a year, and I didn't want to talk no business over the telephone. So he was supposed to come and sit down with me, and that never happened.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't do that in there. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I couldn't help myself though. I just couldn't. I couldn't help it. And until they took after they took my phone, they started taking my mail. Then I said, okay, you better quit.
Oh shucks. You had to set that down, huh?
I had to shut it down. You know, you can't get them letters. You can't get the money orders.
Yeah, that's
They
that
take
lifeline.
they take the money orders from you. Uh-oh, I better quit.
So how much did that fame from your previous lifestyle help with coming into boxing management?
Well, my previous life helped with everything I do. You know, and I knew that when I got out of jail, right? I knew that the hood dudes love me. You know, from every single. I mean, we here in Detroit right now, and it would be crazy. I had a book signing in Chicago about 2 months ago, and they sent a fraction from every gang, and they came by and blessed me.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's
that's
So,
respect.
so
That's
when you get that kind of love, and you know where it come from because of the guys from the street, uh, uh, you know they perpetuated that type of respect for me. So the street life definitely helped me out in everything that I do. You know, from my book sales to my to boxing to the movie to the speaking engagements. Uh, that is what who made me who I am today from the life that I lived before.
so with all of your experiences in life, what are the three main things that you instill into your fighters that before you like that qualify you to sign them and to be a part of what you got going on?
Well, anybody that I come in contact with, that I plan on, even my girlfriends, all my girlfriends, I buy 'em my 3 favorite books: Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, As a Man Think, or As a Woman Think. And I think that it's very important that people read those books so they understand the principles. Because once you understand the basic principles, it don't matter what you go into, you can conquer it. If anybody look at my record right now in boxing, I'm undefeated. I haven't lost a bout. And I probably done had, with all the fighters that I don't work with, 60, 70 bouts. So those principles, I believe, are universal. And I understood when I read those books. I understood and I saw those principles in my past life when I was a drug dealer. And even when I did, when I first read them, I was like, wow. If you knew this when you were selling drugs, all you had to do was pour more of that on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do
go ahead.
do you do you have any regrets with your past life up to where you at, or if you could have done things different in hindsight looking back, what you have?
that's an easy question to answer. It was a young lady from the Chicago Tribune did a story on me one time. And she said she analyzed my story, and she said that from talking to me, it was no regrets, only lessons.
Mm. Mm.
So I learned a
That's
lot from the game. And what
gotcha.
Minister Farrakhan told me when I had dinner at his house. I had dinner at Minister Farrakhan's house. It was 3 people that I wanted to meet when I got out of jail. Only them 3 people I wanted to meet: Don King, Minister Farrakhan, and Les Brown. Them was the 3 people that I cared about meeting. And I don't have to meet nobody else in the world. No, I don't need to meet no Drake, Snoop Dogg, or Dr. Dre. I didn't care if I didn't meet none of them. Them was the 3 people that I wanted to meet when I got out of jail.
And you
I
met
met
all
all
three,
3
right?
of them already. I done had dinner at Mr. Farrakhan's house twice. And for people who ain't been over to the house, if you ain't been over, if you ain't been over to the minister's house, you eat on gold plates and gold spoons and forks and knives. So and he got the personal chef right there at the crib.
Damn.
Yeah, he don't play no games.
Yeah, the minister lived like a king.
So you ain't gonna see no paper and plastic over there.
None. And no fake silverware either. And the minister told me, what the minister told me is that if I could take my life and my experiences and use it to better other people, then my life would have been an experiment.
Mm.
So so now I look at it like, oh, when I sold drugs so I could stop these other dudes from selling drugs. And the only way I could be able to stop them is if I had sold drugs myself to know the game so that I could teach them what the game's supposed to be like. And I deal with that.
Deep.
Shy, let me ask you a question, Shy, because I already got Raleek. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Raleek?
yeah.
All right. Shy, 118. Give me your 3 fights. Your 3 fights you won at 118.
Well, right now I'm just on the come up and I'm grinding, so I ain't even gonna call out no names right now. But when you see me on that big screen, just be looking for
No,
that
I don't want you to call him out. I just want to know who on your hit list. Like, I gotta get him.
Well, you got some upcoming boxers. You got I love to get in the ring with Dennis Thompson.
Okay.
Who else we got? Anyway, he a little too old. Um, we got probably Zaquin Moses in the future,
Oh, that's a nice one right there.
and hopefully Cremel in the future.
You
If we meet lines, you know what I'm saying?
you and Moses, y'all like a year apart?
Yeah, like a year apart.
Okay. I like that list though.
Yeah, I respect all them. They all great boxers, and hopefully we can all get it rumbling in the future.
So let me ask you this question. Like, so in boxing, right, it's a business.
Right.
And we look at a fight that we all want to see. Well, most fans want to see is like Shakur versus Keyshawn. How do you feel about them two being, you know what I mean? Oh, we brothers, we not fighting. What do you think about that?
I mean, man, I feel like if you're in the same weight class, you should fight. That's all I gotta say about that. But they feel like they brothers, and some people feel like money ain't enough to break a bond. So I feel like they don't want to fight, so you can't make them fight. But I feel like enough money will.
Well, Anthony Peterson told me about that, right? He said,
I'm
"Man,
listening,
we spar in the gym every day. Let's go out there and do it for the fans."
man.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah,
How you feel about that, Raleek? Same question.
yeah. It gotta make sense though. At the end of the day,
But
at the
what
end of
better
the day, it
way?
just gotta make sense.
But you're a prize fighter though. What better way to get a prize than with your brother?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what
You're
I mean?
right. I
I
feel
ain't
like
worried
I feel like they would. I feel like they would fight though. I feel
Me
like if
too.
if they get enough money, they'll really fight.
Yeah, me
If
too.
it like
Yeah.
line up real good, I feel like they'll fight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
All right,
that's all I was saying.
I'm gonna ask all three of you guys a question. Shy, was you at the tank fight?
Yeah, I was at the tank fight.
What was your thoughts on the fight? I'm gonna ask you first, then I'm gonna go to Rick, then I'm gonna go to Raleek. What was your thoughts on the fight?
I think Tank had an off night, but it was definitely a good fight though. But I think Tank just had an off night, and I'd love to see the rematch.
Who you think won the first fight?
I'd give it to Roach.
Who you think won the second fight?
Tank.
Mr. Rick?
Well, I gave Roach. I thought the first 4 rounds, they was close. But Roach was aggressor in the whole thing. He was pushing it. Which we already know. Tank usually gives up the first couple rounds anyway.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just normal Tank fighting. I thought that he lost those first 4 rounds, and if he lost those first 4 rounds, that would mean that he would have lost the fight without even having taken a knee, because the rest of the rounds was close, and one round went this way, one round went that way. So I really think that Roach had won that fight even without taking a knee.
Who wins the second fight?
I don't know. Maybe Tank could get himself together and bring Coach Calvin all the way back in. Where Coach Calvin is running the show. That guy that he got running the show now. I don't really care for that guy because of the way he did Anthony and Lamont. And he did some sneaky shit to me too, I believe. I was supposed to be the H&R guy for that comeback league that they had,
Mm-hmm.
and when I ran into him at their little banquet down in Atlanta, a couple days later they called me and told me that I didn't fit their brand. I don't like that guy Barry that they got running the Tank guy running his show right now, and I wish he would have stayed with Coach Calvin.
Okay. Same question, Raleek.
Oh yeah, I feel like in that fight, Tank was a little distracted, but you can't make no excuses. So I feel like Roach did win that fight, but it was really really close. So the draw, you could make it a draw because obviously Tank is like the bigger guy. They want to sell more tickets, obviously. But I feel like Roach did win that fight. But in the second fight, I got Roach winning another close one, just off the
Ooh.
fact that Tank always is gonna lose those early rounds. Tank, every fight you see him, he's not. I don't know if he can really change that quick, but if he could, then he'll win. But those early rounds is gonna matter because Roach don't just he not just gonna back up. He's not just gonna give in to what Tank doing. So he gonna stand his ground a little bit. He gonna counter and he gonna smart outbox him.
If we go to the scorecards, right? If we go to the scorecards, Tank didn't lose those early rounds based off the judges.
Yeah,
Oh really?
they was looking at a different fight.
But I mean, I feel like it was close. I feel like the draw was. I feel like the draw was necessary.
If you go look at that fight, Roach was aggressor. The first 4 rounds, Roach was aggressor, and I didn't see Tank hit him that many times. It wasn't that many punches he even landed in those first 4 rounds, but I believe that Roach was the aggressor and he landed the most punches.
But another thing it could be that other people looking at it is that like Roach, a lot of people never seen Tank, look like that. So they could just be giving it to Roach out of the fact that they a little surprised. So
And we
you
all
never
know
know.
to beat the champion, you really got to beat the champion. It can't be no close fight.
Yeah, so that draw, like, that could be acceptable, honestly.
I think Tank won. I think he had an off
But it
night,
was
but
close though. It was
I
definitely
think he
close. We
won.
gotta
Yeah,
agree with that.
I think he had an off night. You know what I mean? But I think he definitely won though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that. You could say that because he the champion and it was close. So you could definitely say that.
And I think like the second fight is gonna be way different than the first fight. But I think also people fail to realize Tank told y'all from the beginning, people didn't really know who Roach was. So they
Hmm.
automatically he cherry picking, it's a cab drive,
Yeah.
tomato can. But everybody even on here, I kept telling y'all it's not gonna be the fight what y'all expect or what y'all think it's gonna be. I'm like, I'm looking at Roach. Roach is not a slouch. And you know what I mean? DC and Baltimore, they stand up when they in the ring together. And it don't
Mm.
even gotta be in the ring. You could be anywhere. When DC and Baltimore get together, it's gonna be a good scrap all day long, 7 days a week. Especially because if you move around, it's not really a DC Baltimore thing, but other people put so much in on it. You know what I mean? Like I go to DC all the time. I know DC people here. You know what I mean? We rock back and forth. It's not really, but you put them two together in a battle. Oh man, you gonna get a good one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure.
definitely DC and Baltimore. They don't like you mixing them up. If you call one dude from Baltimore, say from DC, they don't like it, and vice versa. Because I travel in between both. So, and I done been in jail with both of them. So, they don't like you to mix them up. So they definitely a cross town rivalry there.
Yeah, it's even worse in the jail.
Yeah.
Like
So
even Jay Hardcore, he keep trying to claim DC, but he really from Roanoke, Virginia or something. But he always claiming DC. And you know what I mean? Now he done moved to Baltimore and he ain't safe here all the time.
for
So
real.
you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Well, we gonna see on the rematch if Tank give him that rematch. But we know they trying to protect that money too. Tank sell more tickets than anybody, so
I mean, but
he the biggest black boxer on the planet.
like Sha said though, to beat the champ, you gotta really beat the champ.
All right, that ain't
Yeah.
necessarily true. We done saw people that edge out the champ, by a couple points. So that ain't necessarily always
Well,
so.
I mean, but
A
like
win, a win. If you beat him, you beat him. It don't matter if it's by 1 point. If you
well,
beat him, you beat him.
can we agree on this then? What I said was I think Lamont Roach had a great performance against the fighter that he was in the ring with that night. That's the best way I could put it and sum it up. You know what I mean? Because when I looked at the fight, like that was a different performance from Tank than what we're used to.
Not really. That was the same strategy. He give up the first rounds and he go for the knockout. What he
I'm,
couldn't he couldn't.
I'm talking about the small stuff.
Maybe so.
I've
Maybe
never, I've
so.
never, I've never seen him dap up a fighter in between rounds.
Mm. You
Just
think
Well,
he
small.
had too much respect
usually
for him or
usually
something?
when you dap somebody up, that mean they've been getting to that ass.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was. I just never seen it. So it was just
You
like,
showing
you know what I
that's how you show respect. When a motherfucker put it on, you be like, damn, homie.
mean? I mean,
Damn, homie, you dirty with it, homie. You nasty.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's just like, and then like, it's a certain reaction that Tank gives you once he gets hit, and I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see like the
Well, he
intensity.
showed us when he took that knee. Muhammad Ali fought a whole 2 rounds with something in his eyes. He
Um,
stayed in. He didn't take no knee.
you
I'm
got
just
to.
saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's my guy.
I
That's
know it
my
is, but
that's
I
my
and I
guy.
ain't, and I ain't knocking him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to knock him. I just state facts. I'm more of a fact guy.
I mean, so you should be familiar with this quote, right? Boys, do what they can. Men do what they want.
True. Fact.
That man is the face of boxing. He can do stuff like that.
Facts.
And we only dealing with the facts you said. You know what I mean?
No. It's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
that don't make him really want to fight. I mean, they could have gave him the whole fight, really, if they wanted to. You know, old Tank won outright, so it wouldn't have made it a real win. Because, you know, like, I got my ass whooped that day. You know, in your own mind, you be like, I'm going to dap him up because I got this motherfucker tearing my ass up. Let me give you some dap. Let me give you some dap, homie. You the shit. You know, I don't dap up motherfuckers I don't like.
I just think he wasn't all the way in that mode that we used to seeing.
Yeah,
and I
he
can
was
agree
talking
with
about
that.
retaring before the fight.
Like, you know,
He
that
been
could
talking about
play a
retiring for
mental part.
He been talking about retiring for 2-3 years.
Hey, Mr. Rick, you gotta take it easy on my guy a little bit, Mr. Rick. You gotta take it easy on my guy.
I ain't been hard on it, but you know how long he been talking about retiring?
I don't know.
He been talking about that for 2 or 3 years.
I know this fight was the most vocal he's been about it. I'll put it like that.
And I believe him though.
Hey, he got enough money, he could quit.
I mean, yeah, but like when I listen to like
let Raleek a shot money take over the limelight. Pass it on, pass the torch.
Yeah.
When I listen to the rest of the fighters that's coming out of that gym, like Mia Ellis, Truck, and all of them, like they've been fighting since they was 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Day in and day out. You know what I mean? On your body, you know what I mean? Getting ready for training camps, cutting weight. And sometimes, you know what I mean, doing anything that long, they just need a break.
It ain't nothing wrong with Tank retiring. He had a great career. You know, he done showed the fans excitement like they might not never see again. But a fact is a fact that his head wasn't in it that night. And maybe Roach might have been in his head.
You gonna slide yours in, ain't you? You go, no matter what you do, you gonna get.
I'm just stating facts. All I'm doing is and some, you might get mad at me because I say it, but I'm just saying what it is.
No, first and foremost, no, you can speak freely.
Because I like Tank. I like Tank. Tank is my man's man.
Okay.
That's Ant's man. Ant love Tank.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear somebody talk about Tank, talk to Anthony Peterson.
I had him on here before.
Ask him about Tank though. You ain't talked to him about Tank. Ask him about,
we had him on here talk. He man, shit.
He done told me stories about Tank that I was like, wow. You know, I couldn't believe that you know, that him and Tank still ain't tight like that. But the man absolutely loved Tank, and that's my man. So if my man love him, I love him too. But I ain't gonna lie for you. I ain't gonna change my truth.
Check this out. I let y'all cook 20, 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna have to intervene because y'all act like y'all ain't want to let me in. But all due respect, the fight I saw that night, sitting up in the rafters watching, 4 to 5 rounds went by. You could arguably, and I'm stating facts, arguably, depending on what side of that ring and what you was looking and what you were counting from Al's standpoint of view, who won the first 4 to 5 rounds. And I can't sit here and say from a boxing standpoint of view, not just being a following type and knowing them as a kid, I'm stating what I saw. Both of them, nail one of them, if you ask me, really won the first 4 or 5 rounds. And the fight ain't start till the 6th, 7th round. And then once the fisticuffs got going, I saw a lot of punches that Tank normally roll off. He'd stab down and roll off. Yo was stabbing down, coming right back up in the line of the right hand, getting caught. Normally Tank defense, he has a Mexican style defense inside. He rolls a lot of punches, come back with the counter 4, or he runs it upstairs. I didn't see that. So in retrospect, as the fight went on, I'm gonna tell you about when a lot of people want to see you lose. When it's even close, you could throw punches at somebody and he turning. It's just like in the NBA when you touch somebody arm and they flop. Everybody, he fouled them. A lot of that stuff, he was rolling punches. I done watched this fight 10 times. I'm okay with the draw. But for me to sit here and say he won or he dominated Tank, I didn't see that personally.
Yeah, no. It wasn't domination.
As a fighting fan, not as a follower of Tank's career, but as a fighting fan. If Roach would have smoked him, I'd have said he smoked him. I have no problem with that all. Because I'm going to tell you, my favorite fighter of all time is Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Mayweather, those guys, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, so me saying what I saw, man, a draw, and like my man said, the young man said, a lot of times, and you said it, Mr. Rick, they gotta protect the bag. And when it's close like that, you know they protecting the bag. So they came up. Two people had them up on the card, but one person had it for Roach. I was kind of confused. How was that a majority draw when you had two people score different than the one? I was bewildered about that. But in the second fight, he definitely going to sleep. All the friendship out the window. He going to sleep. It's just like waking up the little giant. 28 knockouts. It's not nothing to be played with, man. But like my man say, Raleek said, the young man said, when you start contemplating, I don't feel like going to work today, your performance going to show. It's something behind you that's missing that you're not going to give it 100% when you go to work. Some goddamn movies, I get out my bed, I don't even want to go in. And my performance shows that way. But I'm thinking second fight, Roach goes to sleep. Tank gonna maul him. It ain't going.
Don't throw no alcohol in there. You really ain't gonna want to perform. Don't throw no alcohol and no little marijuana and a couple girls. You really ain't gonna want to perform then.
You're right. You speaking, that's gospel. Ask Mike Tyson.
And you sure ain't gonna do that road work.
Ask Mike Tyson. Y'all, you're right.
At 4 a.m, 5 a.m. when it's cold. It get cold in Baltimore. It get cold in Baltimore.
Smoothie King.
Ralph 707, thanks for the color in the chat. Freeway, what is the number one rule of money management?
Save as much money as you can. Now pay yourself first. Out of every dollar you make, take out at least 20 cents for yourself and put it up for a savings.
I gotta throw this in there for you, Mr. Rick. Babyface Valdez from Hoover Street Gym said what's happening.
Tell him I said, what's going on? Hoover Street Gym been closed down forever, man.
He said he ain't seen you in over 40 years. He said, make sure you tell him what's up.
Tell him he can come by and see me. I'm on the block every day.
He might have to come see you because he owed me $5,000, so he might have to come see you.
Don't come with no handout. I ain't got no gifts.
No, I'm just messing with him. He is Shakur Stevenson fan, and we got a bet if Shakur and Tank fight. We betting $5K on it. I'm taking Tank. You already know that.
That's gonna be an interesting one.
Who you like in that fight?
I like Tank in that fight. I like Tank in that fight.
What about you, Shy?
Shakur.
What about you, Mr. Rick?
Shakur.
I don't know. I would have took Tank before, but after that performance with Roach, I see them jabs and
Nah, but
he breaking up. We ain't hit.
I think he got a phone call. Go ahead, Raleek. What you was ready to say?
Yeah, because Shakur last fight, he got his hand hurt in like the third round or something.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep Tank off you with your hand hurt in the third round. That's a little too early to be getting your hand hurt in. And then he was like, it looked like he was in pain too. So I don't know. I don't know if he can keep Tank off him.
This way.
You
Not
gotta
with
be
them
able to.
brittle hands.
Yeah, nah, I don't think
Not
so.
with
I
those
don't think
brittle
so.
hands.
Yeah.
Them
You
feet
going
gonna
right,
be
bro? Make a
them
right.
feet gonna be working that night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He
you
gonna have
might
to
as
do a
well
lot of
get you
footwork.
some binoculars because you're gonna need them to keep up. Because he gonna be round and round and round, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But I know he ain't gonna
Yeah.
stand in the pocket with that shoulder roll with those brittle hands.
Oh
I know
nah.
that.
Oh
That
nah.
wouldn't be the fight, champ. That wouldn't be the
Oh
fight.
nah.
And we never seen Shakur really get hit and rock. I
That could
never
be a good
seen
thing or a bad thing.
Shakur
I don't
legs
know.
get wobbled.
Never.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't catch it. Shakur, good, like you say, Raleek, he can't keep Tank off him with brittle hands. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
not in the third round, no. I
Yeah,
mean,
not
I feel like that's
not
too early to be
Both of
yeah.
them
getting.
got bad hands.
Like, I
Huh?
don't know.
Tank
We
I
got some
mean,
say
bad
maybe,
hands too. You seen him shaking his
I
hand
don't
at that
know.
Roach fight.
Tank,
yeah.
for real,
Yeah, he
Okay,
got some
Shy.
bad
Okay.
hands too.
Okay.
for,
Okay.
for real. I didn't know that.
The
I didn't see
champ,
that.
coming back on us.
Eh,
Okay. Okay, champ.
Nah,
He
but I got
paying
Tank.
attention to
I got
details.
Tank.
Okay, champ. He said y'all ain't pulling no wool over my eyes. Okay, Shy.
Shy, road work or gym work? Which one you prefer? Road work or gym work?
Jim.
Raleek, road work
You
or
got
gym
to
work?
both. Both. I'll say both. Like if I had to pick one though, it'll be gym, obviously, for sure. Because you can't just do word work. A lot
You
of people,
get
and
better
you
by
got to do
boxing.
sprints too.
But how important is road work though?
It's definitely
You see,
important.
right now you ain't getting out the first round, so you know what I mean. You don't need too much in the tank.
You
You out
still,
you
just in case
out the
though,
first
you need
round.
it. You need it just in case. You never know. You never know you run into somebody with a hard head or something. You never know. Somebody that's coming forward that don't want to fall. You never know. You gotta have
And like our
that
boys say, those hands get hurt on somebody hard head. I hear
yeah.
you, son. I hear you, son.
Yeah.
I hear you. Hey, you're teaching me. Yeah. You didn't look
Yeah.
good shuffling feet, but you mess those hands up, man. That's like a handyman messing his hand up at work.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
I can't be throwing the suspension stuff everywhere.
But
Yeah, so you
we
gotta be
seen
careful.
Tank fight with one hand against Pitbull Cruz.
He did do that. Yeah. I forgot about
One
that.
hand
I
tied
forgot
behind
about
his
that.
back.
You gonna coke him or you guys gonna drink pop there?
Yeah, I
Hey,
forgot about that.
he made the adjustment.
Yeah, he made he started he started boxing because that stylistic matchup wasn't as good for Tank. Cause Pitbull, he tried to come straight forward. He don't care about
Straight
nothing.
forward. Pressure.
Yeah, he don't care about nothing. So Tank had to
Pressure.
outbox him. He had to get on the back foot.
Yeah. Yeah, he bring that pressure,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And if you notice, Raleek, in that fight, if you can mentally recall, Tank did a lot of pivoting and spinning him,
Yeah.
not back and straight. Even when his back touched the rope, he got off the rope because that's where Pitbull wanted them to be. But he kept spinning them and letting the brick go.
Hey,
Yeah, because he not trying to.
I got some more people that's on their way here. I'm gonna have to get off so I can get them
Okay.
directions.
All right, let's close it down. Closing arguments, Mr. Rick. I can't let you go without closing arguments around here. Anything you want to say that's on your mind?
Yeah, be on the lookout for Freeway Live. It's gonna be our own boxing channel. We're gonna be doing movies, videos, everything, but we're gonna have live fights.
I'm gonna make you a badass.
It's gonna be something special. So y'all check that out.
You getting hella phone calls.
Yeah, he getting calls.
Phone call.
Got to put his phone on do not disturb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
This make sure I tell him I sent him Coach Kenny number too. I was trying to catch.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll let
really
him know. I'll let him
plug
know.
plug your page and anything you want to tell the people out there what's coming.
Yeah, man. Just stay looking out for me. My name is Raleek Born. If you didn't know, you can look me up on Google, Instagram. On Instagram, I'm young vegan underscore boxer. I've been vegan for 9 years. That's something different about me too. So, follow my journey. It's gonna be a great one.
We here,
Just know,
son, on the
yeah,
vegan.
just know
We
I'm
here,
coming.
son.
Just know I'm coming. Young vegan boxer. Make sure you follow me on Instagram too.
God,
What's your favorite vegan meal?
Favorite vegan meal? You got the. I like the fried mushrooms. Get the fried mushrooms.
You my man. Hey, listen, you come to Baltimore, I'm gonna take you to the spot. They got the best fried mushrooms in the business right now. You ask me.
Oh, for real?
I'm gonna take you to the spot. Got the best
Okay.
fried mushrooms in the business. You know what I mean?
Okay. We need to see
Only,
that then.
they only
Yeah. New
open.
York got good restaurants.
They only open on Thursdays through Sunday though. But
Okay.
I drive like 45 minutes just to get the fried mushrooms.
Yeah, I've been vegan like probably a few months after I started boxing. In New York, they got some great vegan restaurants.
that's what's up, yo.
Yeah,
A
Yeah.
shout out.
Squeeze a half vegan. He still eat hot dogs, but you know what I mean. He a vegan.
Shout out. The hate is real. You hear that, Raleek? The hate is real. You know what I mean? It's been this made 17 months for me. Yeah,
Okay.
17 months. Yeah.
Keep going.
Uh, yeah, definitely, man. I don't miss it. I don't crave it. I don't yearn. There's so many other things to eat
Oh
besides
yeah,
meat.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? So, and mushroom is my meat, man. I hook them up, man. I'm
You
glad
got
I
to get
did that because
creative.
my body drastically changed, man. My body, my gut health, it changed for the better.
Yeah.
Definitely changed for the better, man. But don't be no stranger, cause we gonna get you back on here. Seeing you got your number,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
that's in his home.
so we gonna be bringing you on whenever you had time to chop it up, your predictions on fights, and
Definitely.
you could we could keep you out there, keep you moving on the media side.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for letting me come on here, man. It's a
Yeah,
pleasure.
man, we
We
appreciate
talked
you.
about that. We talked about the shout out to Unheard of because she was like, she came. I don't know if you remember in New York, but she was like, you gotta meet him. The girl that brought you over there to me, Unheard
Yeah.
of. She was like,
Yeah.
you gotta get him on the show. So shout out. I know she's gonna be mad because I ain't seen in the chat all night, but shout out to Unheard of for
Yeah,
Yeah.
introducing, bringing him on over. You know what I mean? She was like, no, you gotta get him on the show. So shout out to Unheard of,
Yeah,
man.
man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love, man. I really appreciate it. Just follow my journey.
Yeah,
yeah, you
Follow the journey, man.
definitely don't be no stranger, man. You got my number. All you gotta do is hit me up. Hey, I got a fight coming up, or hey, I want to come on and chop it up with y'all. You know what I mean?
yup.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
for sure.
like you know what I mean. We open to people having a difference in the opinion. That way we can have a better communication. We don't always gotta agree on the same thing, and people think just because we tank supporters, like we can't have a conversation. You know what I mean? Y'all might have seen, like you said, y'all seen the fight differently. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
But
right.
it's okay to you know what I mean, agree to disagree and have a good conversation about it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So whenever you know what I mean, you want to come on and chop it up, just hit me, text me, whatever, and boom, we gonna set it up.
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely let you know because it's a I like the platform. I like everything y'all doing here, and I really appreciate y'all for letting me come on here.
No, appreciate it. Don't be no stranger, champ.
You
Yeah,
training
definitely.
down in Queens?
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Brooklyn actually right now though, but I be training in Queens and stuff.
Yeah, I'm checking you out now in the gym in Queens.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, they got a lot of belts and stuff in there.
You ever spar Hitchens?
Hitchens, I actually spar him. I think we spar twice. We sparred twice. Yep, we
How was
sparred
that? What was that
twice,
experience like?
and that was a year ago. That was a good experience. Obviously he a little heavier, but I feel like I can. I feel like I can take him in the future. But the sparring that we did, it was solid. We did around the second time we did around like 8 rounds. First time it was like 5 rounds, something like that. But I feel like he's real sharp. He got a good jab, and it went good. But I feel like in the future I'll be able to do even better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate you for coming on. That's all I got, Squeeze.
All right, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, young man. Good luck in the future, man.
Okay, definitely. All right, peace.
All right, chat.
All
Everybody
right.
in the chat, make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. We had 2 future world champions on here. And the real Rick Ross, man. He dropped some gems tonight. He ain't hold back. He was coming for some knacks. Only on the Rize podcast. And we sit back and went along for the ride, too.
Shout out to J Hardcore. Shout out to J Hardcore too, man. Shout out to J Hardcore.
I ain't mad at him at all, man. Make sure everybody smash that like button, yo. You already know, man. It's all assets in the building. Lip Ball Smarmy and the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one.
Squeeze. I need a good juice, man. They put me on liquid diet for 2-3 days. I can't eat. I need a good smooth. I need a good juice. What you want me to get?
Juice, not smoothie.
I mean, just liquid diet. I can't eat no solid food.
Go get the green apple, Granny Smith, celery, what else? The cucumbers and the cilantro. Get the cilantro. Make sure you rinse, clean everything off, juice it, and drink it early in the morning on empty stomach. And then when you feel yourself wanting something to eat again, drink another one. But make sure you got the cilantro, fresh cilantro. I can eat them just like that. I cut them up over my salad. That's a detoxifier of the liver and kidney. A green apple, a celery, and the cucumber. Make sure it's nice and clean and rinsed off and juice it. You'll thank me later.
What you wash your veggies with?
Baking soda.
Got you.
Bacon right at the dollar store.
Yeah, she said I could have broth too. But
yeah.
I ain't no broth drinker.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Another dope show in the book. Shout out to the man with the master plan. Pain in my ass. He get on my goddamn nerves. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and they was not lying, because I can't teach this old head shit. But a fire show today. Hell of a host job he did. I gotta give him his credit. Y'all say I beat him up. He did a hell of a job hosting today. You know what I mean? So I give him a little half a bit of credit for being a half-ass host. You know what I mean? But shout out to Smoothie King. Another dope show when the books. See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, the real Rick Ross. Yeah. Yeah, the real Rick Ross. Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.